Alright, we're back from where we left off. Pretty sure we're getting pretty close to beating this game. Okay. This. Bye. Alright, we just gotta keep pushing. Oh! Nope, not today, sir. Not today. We're not gonna bother using those SMGs, the suppressed one, because it's absolute hard garbage. Well, you never know, sir. Now you guys are dead. Oh yeah. Forgot about that guy up there. So unfortunately the game did explode it. So I had to restart, and I forgot to save, so I gotta do all this shit again. Which is absolutely lovely. Yeah, this is where we got wrecked. That, boom. And we got a bunch of guys down there ready to heat out giblets. Go down here. Hey, don't mind me. I believe it was a RPG guy. Nope, not today. Ooh, that flamethrower lady. There's RPG man. Oh. Oh. It doesn't matter. I got player RPGs. Oh my god. What the fucking Christ? Okay. All right. That's lovely. That door was closed. Like I don't know how it even go through in the first place, but that was bullshit right there. Okay, we made it really far now. Okay, I'm not gonna deal with this bullshit. Nope! Get out here, lady. Ugh. Yeah, eat your own fucking medicine! Oh. Fuck you, buddy. It's time for me to go be the asshole now with the RPG. Alright. Not sure it's a good idea bringing this, but... Mercy!
Intruder entering lower level.
Yep, that's me. Don't mind if I do. Okay. Our mission terminates Sergey Dekker with extreme prejudice. We must take his ass out. Can we do that? That's the question. Hit that blue button. Alright. Oh, who's hiding behind there? Is that Dekker? It's a submarine. Okay, never mind. Oh. Uh-oh. There we go. I see a lot of ammo there, guys.
I'm most impressed you made it this far, Mr. Mullins. But the game ends here, men.
Come on. Fight me like a real man, dude. Why you gotta be a pussy? Always gotta have somebody fight your battles. I can't hit nothing, apparently. Ooh. Oh boy. Let me use this. I wish I could use it. I'm freaking wrecking people with the freaking pistol left and right. Come on, man. You guys gotta do better than that. Oh! Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god! Oh! Oh my god, okay. Yeah, we're gonna need the heavy MG ammo. Oh my god! This is bad. Bad! Oh my god, there's so many! Good thing to give us so many ammo, because I'm gonna need it. Oh my god. Oh my god, oh, Jesus Christ! Oh my goodness. No! There's so many fucking guys. Oh my god, come on, don't crash, game. Don't crash, please. There comes the horde. There comes the horde again. Hopefully the game does not explode. Oh my fucking god. What the hell was that? Stop. Stop. Stop that. Don't appreciate that. Jesus Christ. You know what? Keep marking my fucking grenade, buddies. Not sure where that grenade goes. There's the slug that we needed. Just in case we ran out of ammo, that is. Nope, not today. Please, game, don't crash. Okay, here we go, here we go. Ooh, are you gonna finally stop being a little bitch? There we go.
If you want a job done right, you do it yourself.
Yes. Let's do it, buddy. Alright, rocket launcher time, boy. Hey! Oh! 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 Eat missile, motherfucker! Ah! Oh, that was one shot kill. God damn it. Jesus Christ. I gotta do that again. Alright, so I didn't realize his gun is that fucking overpowered. Alright, well, time for our game to crash. Oh boy. Just gotta get hit him with the RPG! Woo! Jesus. Hit him with the RPG! Oh no, no, no! Oh my god. Oh my god. That's overpowered as fuck. Oh no! Oh my god. No! Oh! Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Ow! I get that armor. Got hit with the explosive, man. Oh! Oh! Oh my god. There we go. Gotta get him. Look! Oh boy. Oh Jesus Christ. I can do this all day, buddy. I can do this all day. Oh boy. Where you going? Where you going? Where you going, pussy? Where you going? Is this too much for you? Is this too much for you, buddy? I think this is too much for you to handle. Whoa, whoa, what the fuck was that? What was that? Oh, what the what? What was that? What was that? What was killing me there? What was killing me? There was nothing damaging me right there. What the hell, game? Yes! Oh. Oh, jeez.
I'll see your friend in hell.
Say hi to him for me.
That was very anticlimactic, by the way. Really? Really? It ends like that? Should have dig and then... Oh my god. That was broken. This whole game is broken. Hey, what's up, Sammy?
John, congratulations and welcome home.
Thank you, Sam.
What are you going to do with the money?
Depends. Is a vacation in order?
Sorry, John. Something's come up.
Where do I go?
South America, but not alone. John, meet your new partner, Taylor.
Taylor. It's a lady. Hey, hello.
Taylor.
Mullins.
On the South America, that's where part 2 starts, guys. Soldier of Fortune 2. Alright, okie dokes. This game is broken, but I had a blast, but there's some bullshit in this game that I will definitely talk about in the next video's review. Because this game is a hell of a lot of fun, but it's also a lot of freaking problems too. And, oh! Just like that. Done. Hostage free, Japan's cynical company exposed, the orders terrorist plot foiled, reports of 4 nuclear warheads destroyed, well saved. All thanks to John Mullins, Soldier of Fortune. Wow, it ends like that. Wow, this game. See, the only thing I really don't like is that you can't replay, you can't select the mission you want to replay, so. That's kind of a shame because literally you want to play the mission again. You gotta suck the whole game over again. That's not gonna happen. At least not for a long time. But yeah, that is Soldier Fortune Platinum Edition. I'm gonna put the credits here. So right now we're gonna talk about the game, the goods and the bads, and talk about why this game was important at the time it came out back in early 2000. But yeah, we're gonna talk about the good. So I definitely had a lot of I'll have a lot of fun in this game, that's for sure. Action, the way this game plays out, it plays almost kind of like Quake or Doom in a way. It is using the Quake engine, so you might see some similarities to Quake 1 and 2, but I think the engine is a little bit more refined in Quake because the Quake came out, I think, in the PC still, but the graphic was so sort of 2D in a way, so like pretty much like old school Doom in a way. But I really like the damage model like that they implemented in this game. At the time, it was fantastic. Like, it was mind-blowing to people who played this game back then. Like, holy shit, how they managed to get that gore system at that time. If you look at gore and the violence now, it's pretty much, you see that in every game now. It's nothing new, but back in the days, it was just mind-blowing. And even today, when I play the game, I'm still quite surprised that they managed to do this back in early 2000. So kudos to freaking Raven Software at the time when they made good games before they done fuck up with, you know, with the COD franchise, and then it got taken over by Activision, Infinity Ward, etc. But at the time, they were definitely making something pretty good at the time. So I definitely can see why this game was so important back in the early 2000s. Like, at least at the time when the technology demonstrated with the gore and the violence system was pretty good. Weapons, you don't get too much weapon options here, but they're handled pretty good, I would say. You can't aim down the sight. There's only a few weapons you can use the sight, like the sniper rifle, for example. But yeah, you pretty much gotta old school hip fire all the way through the game, which I don't mind it though, because the game, like I said, the game plays pretty good though. The gameplay is pretty good, and the only problem I do have with the gameplay is probably the movement system. The movement system is pretty garbage, I have to say. You get stuck in things. We probably see it from when I played throughout the whole game. I get stuck behind doors. I have to reload the whole game just to freaking get out of that freaking area, because there was no way I was gonna get out of it. So you will get stuck in a lot of doors. So be mindful when you open those doors, because you don't want to get stuck behind it. Because you get stuck, you can't progress through the game. And you gotta save in this game, because you don't save, you gotta suck the whole thing back, because this game will punish you for not being careful. And I also like the gameplay aspect of the game, that you gotta be more tactical and mindful of each room you go to. Like, you can't just go into gung-ho, which you could, which I did most of the time, but it was not a very smart thing to do. So you definitely gotta take it easy when you're like clearing those areas, especially if you play on higher difficulty levels. So you just gotta be real careful, especially with guys hiding in the shadows, behind desks, etc. Which that's why I think the game does pretty good too. It's like, it makes the enemies blend in pretty good with the environment itself, which I think is pretty good, I'll say. They did a really good job, I'll say. Because there'd be times I'd be going out in this open courtyard and I see a freaking muzzle flash from the shower. I'd be like, holy shit, I didn't even see that guy. So they did a pretty good job with the unscripted events in most of the levels. There are a lot of scripted cutscenes and all that stuff, but I think they're there for, necessary entertainment, I'll say. And the story, I would say, is pretty much cliche. I would say it's just standard action blockbuster movie, but I think they did a good job with the characters and overall. I think the game's kind of suffered through the end game level, because that's where things get a little bit more ridiculous with the sci-fi weapons and all that shit. But I think it's still pretty good though. I think the game would have been better without the sci-fi elements, but you gotta spice up the game somehow. So it is what it is, but I think it's pretty good. The voice acting, I think, is pretty good, especially for John Mullins as well, because he kind of sounds like Snake in a way. So, but he's not really Snake. He looks more like Captain Price, but he sounds a lot like Snake. So that's why I give a kudos to John Mullins' acting. The other voice acting I think was pretty good too, is for the villains, Hawk. But I think John Mullins kind of stick out like a sore thumb, and that is a good thing. All right, so the levels are also pretty well designed too. Like they're mostly non-linear, so you can pretty much you gotta think outside the box to get through the level. Which there are a lot of times in this game I get stuck and I was like, okay, I have no idea where I'm supposed to go. But it's so simple, like shooting the explosive barrel, throw C4 at a certain crack, and it opens up a new route. So that way you can progress through the game. Like I said, there's a lot of good design on the level, which you don't see that anymore in any first-person shooter games nowadays. Now it's just it's kind of generic, easy. It holds your hand. This game doesn't hold your hand. You literally gotta think outside the box to progress through the game, or else you're pretty much screwed. But with that being said, that's most of the good things I could probably say about the game. So let's talk about the bads. In terms of gameplay aspect, I would say the movement system is probably the worst in this game. Like it's just awful. Like you can sprint, but there are certain times it just feels a little bit floaty, a little bit clunky in a way. So there'd be times you want to jump this direction, like this area, but then he doesn't fucking jump, and then you fall to your death. It's a little bit awkward. The crouch, jumping, especially jumping into the vents too, is kind of a little bit frustrating too, because you literally gotta like freaking do a bunch of bunny hops in order to get to there, but there's no guarantees to get through there. So I would say the jumping mechanic, the parkour system is pretty awful. The movement system especially is pretty bad too. And also there's not much weapons variety you can get, and most of the time those weapons are pretty much non-existent weapon too. Like it's something weapons that you don't recognize, like an M4 or any of that stuff. It's pretty much odd looking weapon design that I don't know, they could have done better. It's especially to some level where you expect to see AK-47s, but nope, that is not the case. Like you get most of them using some freaking weird looking SMG, and I don't know. It kind of throws the immersion out of the way when it's based on real world events, but everybody has the same weapon. Like there's no weapon varieties and all that stuff. And I was like, I don't know. The AI, I would say, is kind of average. I would say most of the time they just bum rush you. Like they don't try to do anything sneaky to try to flank you and all that stuff. The only thing they would do, they would just bum rush you in groups. That's the only way they can pretty much try to take you down, and you end up taking them out in a way. Also, there is a lot of collision issues with this game too, which also collides with the horrible movement systems. Like you'll be like, if you hit like one crate when you're sprinting, your character would just do immediate stop, especially you climbing ladders, which is absolutely annoying. Like I don't know, like I said, this is an old game. I can forgive on that, but I also gotta give my criticism on why there's some bad things about this game. And there are some level designs, like despite of me praising the level design, there is a lot of time I did get lost and there's no clear direction you're supposed to do. So I did spend a lot of time walking back and forth through the level just to figure out what the heck to do. Like there are some levels that I think is designed a little bit too big in my opinion, to the point you get lost. There's a lot of mazes too that you get lost occasionally too, and just to find one little thing, it's ridiculous. Like I don't know, it's a little bit annoying, but I do get the fact this is an old school game, so there's no quest markers, nothing. Gotta find, pretty much just gotta look around, do the old fashioned way, which I did eventually, but it took quite a long time. Some of the weapons I have to say most of them are kind of useless. Like for example, to suppress SMG, I don't know why that gun is in the game in the first place. It's just flat out awful. No matter how much rounds you put in, like the weapon spread is ridiculous. Like you can't hit shit at all with the freaking silent SMG. And I ought to say that silent SMG is kind of the most useless weapon in the game. And I also have to say the microwave pulse gun too, I'll say is pretty useless too, which is kind of feels out of place considering it feels like it's a sci-fi weapon. Soldier Fortress is meant to be a realistic, based on real world events, first person shooter. Then you get freaking electric microwave gun, all this shit. I don't know. It kind of throws the immersion and atmosphere out of the way. And we're also gonna come down to we can talk about a little bit of the story too at the end too. That's where things, in my opinion, gets a little bit too ridiculous, a little bit far-fetched. Especially you got a hide in Tokyo, Japan. It's like, nah, that doesn't make sense. You expect the Japanese military to be there, but nah, they don't exist. And yeah, the story kind of gets a little bit ridiculous, you know, later on again when you decide, you know, you fight against regular terrorists, and then now you fight against freaking some sort of high-tech terrorist organization with you face against a villain guy with some high-tech power armor. It just feels out of place in my opinion. I don't know, that's just my opinion, it's my personal preference. You guys might think, hey, that's fine, but I don't know, in my opinion, the story kind of just get a little bit wonky at the end, especially get all those high-tech weapons. But yeah, but other than that, guys, Soldier of Fortune, I highly recommend you guys play this old school shooter because it is a lot of fun. Like, it's fun, it's simple to the point, it doesn't get too frustrating. There will be some frustrating moments, like, don't get me wrong, there's puzzles you gotta find too, and you just gotta think outside the box, look around. If you have to, look a guide up, but other than that, you just gotta keep looking around and until you find what you need to do, and then keep going through the game. But other than that, Soldier of Fortune is definitely, I would say 8 out of 10. This is a pretty solid old school FPS shooter game, and I definitely think it is very underrated. But I'm glad that GOG brought this into the digital services, because I don't think I will never be able to play this game if GOG didn't put this up into the client. So kudos to GOG for bringing all the Soldier of Fortune game into GOG, which I would definitely be checking out. I would definitely be checking out Soldier of Fortune 2 Double Helix, so stay tuned for that in the future, as well as Soldier of Fortune Payback, which I had played on the 360 a long time ago. I know the game is awful. A lot of people say it's awful. It's the worst of the Soldier of Fortune series. I would agree with them, but I have good memories of that game because of 360. What? Hold on, I'm freaking doing a recording session here. Hold up. But yeah, guys, that's all I got today for Soldier of Fortune. Like I said, it's highly recommend you guys check it out. It's $10 right now. If you buy the whole series, it's $5 off, so $25. It's not really a bad deal, but I want to say you just wait for it to go on sale and pick up the game at a pretty good price, because like I said, this game is pretty well polished at the time, so I definitely gotta give kudos to Raven Software and Activision at the time making this masterpiece. But other than that, that's all I have today for Soldier of Fortune. And I forgot to mention, if you want to play this game properly, you will have to download a third-party mod to make this gun. Did I just say gun? Oh my goodness. In order to run this game properly, you will have to download a third-party mod called SoFPlus. So search it up in Google. Make sure you download a client, replace all the exe, all the files in it, so that way you'll be able to play this game 1080p, 60 FPS, that's how I am able to record this game in full 1080p at 60 FPS, and just highly recommend you guys download that mod. Just get that mod, it will make your life a lot easier when you play this game, trust me. But other than that, guys, that's all I got today for Soldier of Fortune. And if you guys enjoyed the video and the series, hit that like button. You guys didn't hit the dislike button, it's up to you. And stay tuned for Soldier of Fortune 2 Double Helix and other video game content I upload. But yeah, guys, until then, I will see you in the next one.